Welcome to the Spring 2022 National Honor Society Request for Consideration of Membership process. This podcast and the information contained in this course are designed to guide you through the process of what needs to get done and by when so that you can successfully submit a request for consideration for membership in National Honor Society. So let's talk a little bit about what does it mean that you made the list and you got an invitation to the course. Well, the minimum requirements for consideration for membership in National Honor Society are that you are a junior or sophomore in this school year, that you have a 3.5 cumulative weighted GPA or higher at the end of semester 1, 2021, that you do not have any level 2 or 3 disciplinary referrals. There are currently 423 candidates, which means that 423 people received the same invitation, or 422 received the same invitation that you did. And all of you can submit a request for consideration packet, and the faculty council can select anywhere from none of you to all 423 of you. Our process does follow the National Honor Society protocol and guidelines. We do use the procedure that is outlined by that. I will say that if you haven't already downloaded a copy of the request for consideration packet, that you should pause this podcast and go do so. It really is helpful for you to have it in front of you, and we are going to spend some time at the end going over it, so please make sure that you've done that. I hope that my remarks will be very helpful as you work through this, but I will also give you a way to get in touch with me if you have any questions and tell you where you can find me if you want to come see me. So let's get started and let's talk a little bit about where you are in the process of consideration. Well, the National Honor Society has 4 pillars or 4 categories which carry equal weight in consideration of accepting members into our organization. The faculty council will receive your packets that will be scored based on the information that you submit in each of these 4 pillars, and based on your current standing, which are what these 4 pillars are called, they will make a determination of whether or not you have met the minimum requirement for acceptance into that club. The 4 pillars are leadership, service, character, and scholarship. And as you can see, scholarship, as I've said, is 25%. So right now you have completed 25% of the process. Because you have met this minimum requirement for consideration of membership for National Honor Society, you will probably be receiving invitations from other societies in the mail. And I do like to take a minute to talk about that and to let you know that while those organizations are reaching out to you because you do have the scholarship requirement, that is all that they are looking for. They are not going to ask you to submit an application of accomplishments, and they are going to ask you to pay for the privilege of being in their organization. What I want to caution you to think about is that just because you have received this invitation, you don't necessarily want to join those societies, because at the end of the day, what they basically do is they take your money and they put your name in a book or on a list somewhere, that or send you a certificate that basically doesn't mean anything to colleges or universities. So you can do it if you'd like to. If you get a National Honor Society Who's Who Among High School Students, a National Society of High School Students, or anything that says National Blank Honor Society that's not affiliated with an organization, do be mindful of that before you spend your money. So, having led with that warning, let's talk a little bit about the pillars and what they stand for. The first pillar is scholarship, and as I've already said, all of you have met the minimum 3.5 cumulative weighted GPA requirement. If you are selected to National Honor Society, you must maintain this minimum GPA until graduation to retain your membership and be able to wear our cord and stole at graduation. And under this pillar, you are required to tutor for 4 hours every semester for a total of 8 hours each year. And we do this through academic lunch and other means here at school, and every member is expected to participate. The second pillar is character, and character just means that you are someone who comes to school and you do what you're supposed to all the time. That means that you have a clean disciplinary record, and we also ask for input for teachers through a survey in which they give us feedback on what you're like in the classroom. If you're selected, you have to maintain this highest level of character and keep a clean disciplinary record. If there are any disciplinary incidents, those would be reviewed by the faculty council, and you could be dismissed depending upon the circumstances, but we hope that doesn't happen. The third pillar is leadership, and leadership just means that you demonstrate leadership by being an upstanding member of the school or community. This does include elected positions in other clubs, but it can also be other ways of stepping up and being a leader. This can be receiving non-academic awards. This can be recognition by outside associations or different things of that type. More information about that is included in the packet, and we'll go over that a little bit later. If you are selected for membership, you would be expected to step forward and lead throughout our club. We have lots of opportunities there, but hopefully you would consider doing it throughout the school as well. And the fourth pillar is service. There are actually two components to service because at our core, National Honor Society is really a service club. And what that means is that we work to give back to our community and to our school. And service means that you do things that you're not getting paid for, that you're donating your time and your physical energy to make happen. For membership in National Honor Society, you do already have to have a demonstrated record of service in the community, which are 10 hours of community service since ninth grade. And you have to have shown a service through school by being involved in 2 school activities since the ninth grade. If you are selected for membership in National Honor Society, you would still continue to provide service as a requirement of retaining your member in good standing status in National Honor Society by providing 10 hours of a community service outside the school and then participating in NHS activities within the school. So those are the 4 pillars, and each of those do carry equal weight. So keep in mind that you want to consider what you do in all of those areas when you're completing your request for consideration packet. So, as I've already said, at the core, National Honor Society is a service club, and so we are busy throughout the year. So there are things that you would be required to do as if you are accepted as a member throughout the school year. As I've already said, we do a lot of what we do is to provide service. Within the school, we provide tutoring through academic lunch, and we've extended that to work in our Apex lab this year. We also sponsor the Most Wonderful Week every year at the end of semester 1, right before we go on winter break. And we have a teacher adoption project where we provide classroom supplies to teachers throughout the year. Our service to community includes Pennies for Patients, which is a fundraiser that we sponsor annually in February, and all funds go to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. We always provide a team and donations to the Relay for Life in April or May, which all proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. And throughout the year, we do different things where the proceeds go to Metropolitan Ministries. We support a family at Mitchell through Angel Tree at the holidays, and then we raise money and participate in other things like the Multiple Sclerosis Walk Tampa and any other thing that may come to our attention throughout the year as a need in our community or at our school. So we're very busy in National Honor Society. It is a club that requires that you stay involved and that you do things to support our work and both our community in school and out. So if you're selected, these are the things that you need to consider. Am I up for doing all those things? If you are, if your request for consideration is accepted by the faculty council, you would have some deadlines that you would need to meet immediately. You would have to pay your new member dues and fees by April 28th. These are a total of $30. $20 of that pays for your blue National Honor Society polo, which you will wear proudly at our club meetings, which are the second Wednesday of every month. And then you would pay your dues for the first years, which are $10. If you're a senior, you won't pay dues again. But if you are going to be a senior next year, you would not pay dues again. But if you are selected as a sophomore, you would have to pay dues your senior years. You can pay the $30 in Acorn or Rycor, whatever you call it, or you could pay by check or cash and bring that to Miss Crabtree, me, in the Media Center. And you also have to remain a member in good standing, which means that you continue to uphold um, the characteristics in all four of those pillars. If you are accepted for membership based on the contents of your request for consideration packet, you would be notified the week of April 18th. So, I've talked a little bit about what a member in good standing means. A member in good standing is our system for tracking the performance and the commitment of every member in our club. What that basically means is that you maintain the qualities of all four pillars. For character, that means you don't receive any disciplinary referrals and that you attend school and club meetings and participate in our meetings and events and all school, of course, required activities. Scholarship means maintaining your 3.5 GPA. Leadership means that you honor the commitments that are required by membership as well as whatever duties you have to provide for the club. And service is completing those 10 community service hours every semester outside of the school day and working towards our projects within the school as a member of National Honor Society as um, required. So that's basically what you need to know about what National Honor Society requires and what you need to think about your qualities as comparison to those requirements and to consider, are you ready? So just a quick way of looking at this is if you look at this graphic in front of you, are you ready? You know you have the scholarship because you received the invitation to the club, to the course. Look at your character. You know what you've been doing over the past year, and consider that that's something that would be important for you to continue to maintain. Service is our biggest thing. Service is giving back both inside the school and out in the community. And leadership just means that you step up and you represent National Honor Society um, with with uh, merit at everything that you're asked to do, and even when you're not, because being a member of National Honor Society at Mitchell is an honor and one that we hope that you will take seriously because it is an organization that we have a good reputation and we want to keep that reputation going. If you are selected, you would need to pay your $30, which $20 is the polo, and $10 is your dues, and you would have to continue to provide 20 hours of community service per academic year and 8 hours of tutoring per academic year, as well as attend one meeting a month, which are mandatory, where you wear your blue polo, and then there will be requirements for all of our NHS activities, which you would be expected to step up and contribute to as well. So those are the basics. Let me answer some of the most frequently asked questions, and hopefully this will help you have a pretty clear idea about what's going on. The Faculty Advisory Council is composed of teachers here on staff at Mitchell's who serve juniors and sophomores so that they know you in the classroom as well. We do not select, or they do not select, a certain number. Every application is considered based on the merit of the application. Part of what you'll notice when you go through the application is that you have to get signatures to verify the information that you're providing. And I will tell you, this is one of the biggest areas of difficulty every year. There has to be proof of, there has to be verification of that line item by the supervising adult, and that has to be signed by that supervising adult, and their contact information has to be provided. We'll talk about that a little bit more. So everybody thinks that we have a certain number of sophomores and juniors that we accept every year. We do not. Again, it depends on the quality of the candidates. And if you're a junior who applied last year and you're wondering about your chances, it doesn't matter necessarily that you are a junior. It doesn't matter that you're a junior. But what I will tell you is that if you did apply last year and you were not quite ready yet for membership, please get your application from me. You'll be able to ask for it within this course or come and see me to get a copy, because you already know what your foundation is and what you need to do, and it's a really good place to build upon. But I do encourage you to do it. It's a great process for you to participate in, and it gives you a chance to really look at what you've accomplished over the last year and to see, where you may want to go next year. If you are selected for membership, you will receive notice the week of April 18th, and a current National Honor Society officer will come to your classroom and tap you by presenting you with a carnation and an invitation telling you what you need to do next. If you are not selected, if you're not yet ready for membership, you will receive a letter, and in that letter it will encourage you to come and see me, and I hope that you will. You can get dismissed from National Honor Society if you do not uphold the requirements set forth by the 4 pillars, but that's determined on a case-by-case basis, and we give you plenty of guidance as to what it means to stay a member in good standing. So let's take a little time and look at this packet. I hope that you did print it out. This is a 6-page packet, and I will tell you that it's long, and there's a lot in there. You need to read the entire packet because every single thing that's said in there matters. This packet has been refined over the years to hopefully provide as clear of direction and instruction as it possibly can so that you can successfully complete it. Consider this your resume to date. This is your chance to tell the Faculty Advisory Council what you've done. What have you done since you've been at Mitchell High School? You want to be truthful. You want to be thorough. But most of all, you want to make sure that anything that you say, you can back up by verification from a supervising adult or an organization in which you have provided this service, this leadership, or whatever it is that you're saying on your packet. On the very front, the dates that are listed. This packet is due by March 30th at 3:30 p.m. and that is a hard and fast deadline. I will not accept a packet at 3:31. If you will have almost a month to get this done. I strongly encourage you to get started on it right away. You're going to have spring break coming up. That gives you a whole week to devote to it, so make sure that you work on that. As I've already said, the packet has got lots of information in there. If you look on page 2, that's one of the service pages, and there's lots of information about what is and is not included. Please keep in mind you cannot include service done through an academic program for service inside of school. That's a capstone program, a yearbook, a BCE student, or something that you do through the medical academy. This Third page is the service within school, and these are the places where you are looking at what have you participated in, what have you contributed to Mitchell. Again, please read all of the information on that page. There are things that are excluded and will not be counted, so make sure that you check that out. On the leadership page, which is page 4, I do just want to let you know that leadership is not always an elected position. Leadership is when you step up and you take the initiative to take the responsibility to make something happen. And because you are teenagers, this can take a lot of different forms. Read the information. If you have questions, please come and see me. And then page 5 and 6 are where you discuss your grade point averages and your academic records, and you do write a short essay about character, which I do read, so keep in mind that Ms. Crabtree is going to be reading that, and I do share with the Faculty Advisory Council. So that's all of the information that I have for you. If you have any further questions within this course, you will notice that there is a opportunity for you to ask Ms. Crabtree. You can communicate with me through that. I will be checking periodically to see if anybody's asked for help. But you can also come and see me at any time. My office is in the Media Center here at Mitchell, and I'm usually in room 204, but if you don't see me, you can ask Miss Cuccio, the lady at the front desk, where Miss Crabtree is, and she'll point you in the right direction. I would like to help you be successful. You can ask me questions. I will give you as much guidance as I can to help you be successful, but I can only do that if you let me know that you need me. So if you need me, ask me or come and find me. I wish all of you good luck, and take care.